talking to you, the electrical contractor, and that is any size electrical contractor, on how you can improve your business.
That's right. Today we're going to be talking to you about international standards, quality management, environmental management and health and safety management, which we offer through NQA, our sister company.
Yeah, NQA was formed by the NIC 25 years ago, so they've got extensive knowledge of the electrical contracting industry.
Jobs now, when the tender documents are going out, they're specifying not only NIC or Alexa, but they're specifying for ISO standards as well.
So what are the benefits for the electrical contractor?
Well, we're going to look at them, Tony, with a couple of contractors that we've picked. We're going to go and visit them, we're going to have a look to see how these systems have really helped them, and we're going to go do that now. What was one of the drivers for going for the quality management system?
Initially the drivers were outside influences, clients, principal contractors. They wanted to know that the business that they were using had good processes in place.
I think that's the way the industry is going as well. I think most of the clients and principal contractors are looking at an externally accredited system for companies so that they have the confidence that we as a company are managing things properly, and we have got somebody else who's looking into what we do rather than us saying what we are doing is perfect.
When we do new projects, we don't have to reinvent the wheel, we don't have to educate our guys of what procedures have to be in place. They're very consistent across all the types and scale of projects we do.
You know, the old saying goes, self-praise is no recommendation. So obviously if you can say your systems are to an international standard and audited and accredited by a third party, I think that speaks volumes.
Would you say that it's actually improved your business having the system in place?
I think it drives you in different directions, opens more doors with blue chip type of companies which recognise these standards.
It does, because initially when you submit a tender these days, you've got to let them know what you're going to do and how you're going to manage it.
Especially if they've got their accreditations themselves, because it dilutes their qualification if they start using non-accredited suppliers.
The things we've tendered, the projects we've worked on, the projects we're looking to work on, we wouldn't even get past a tender stage without having those standards. It's the first 3 boxes on the questionnaire. You've got those, you're in the mix if you like.
Without those documents in place and those procedures, we have to check our records, and we're less likely to make mistakes when we know where we are on a day-to-day basis.
How did it go? What was that first visit like?
It's a bit like most things. You worry about it needlessly, and it's never as bad as you think it's going to be.
I think prior to being audited, you can have a preconception of a mob of people with clipboards almost rocking up at your business and taking you to the cleaners. That's so far from the truth, it's unbelievable.
You know, I don't say it's a negative thing, but when they do find things, we embrace it because it's the only way we can learn and continuously improve, and we find that very beneficial.
It's about customer satisfaction, going that extra mile, not just job and nut. I've fixed that, it's done, let's get going. It's going back and thinking, you know what, I could probably do that a bit better. And that runs from the managing director down to the lads on the tools. And for me, that's the biggest plus of having these standards and this support and backup.
With us being a business where most of our work is carried out away from this office, it's very important that message gets to the site staff, and also that the message comes back to us as well. So we have an integration process, and we have an updates with the site staff to try and get as much information from site as possible, because it's very important to us that we get that return path.
What sort of advice would you give to other companies that are thinking about it?
I would suggest you just go with it. It's not going to be as bad as your first thought. You've got to have systems in place in this day and age. If you want to stay up there with everybody else, get it on board.
I'd say it is more or less a must, really. If you're serious about your business and you want to work for good quality companies, I think that you've got to have your own systems brought up to scratch to a recognised standard. Else, I think they operate in isolation.
The benefit of a system is that it is simple to operate, understood by the people who use it, and actually is a benefit to the business.
To embrace it, really, I think to look at a management system like the NQA offer, the services they offer, it gives a very structured approach to it, and it's a very friendly environment. So, that's what my advice I would give to any other contractor going forward.
We've learnt loads. Looking at our TClarkes and Gilks have put management systems in place to help them go for those larger contracts.
Yeah, it's amazing just how much extra work it gave them. But I've got to say, it's for any contractor. It's not just for the big ones. We've got a system for all contractors, no matter how big or how small you actually are.
Yeah, if you want to have a look about any of those standards and they can help your business, go to our website, and there we've got information on how you can select the right system for your business.
Or, if you want to talk to a friendly advisor, ring 08000 522 424. See you soon.